Welcome back, beautiful Brigandine guys and gals. We are going to go ahead here and finish off the Norzaleo campaign. So if you haven't already, please subscribe for more. That'll help the channel grow, actually. And let's get into it. We just literally have 3 attacks left, and we're going to fight the boss tonight. 2 different occasions, so I might chop the stream up here, but for YouTube, you're just going to see this particular fight first. It's going to be the Aurora fight. We're going to see that first tonight, so that's first on the list here. But let's get into it. Literally, all that's left is just take care of three castles here. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Before we do that, give me 10 seconds. I forgot to put this on Discord. I just need to do a little post. It'll take me 10 seconds. And we'll get into it here. Or actually, let me fire it up here, and I'll let it go. There we go. I'll just let it go. So we can actually see the fight, but yeah, definitely do something like this, or, you know, give a subscribe or something like that on Twitch or YouTube. That'd be very helpful. So we're going to have a really kind of a tight battle here, honestly. I think I'm going to put Shu Fen on point. I'm going to put Yuri here. And Shizzler is level 30, so we don't have to worry about him. What I'm doing here is I'm just leveling up 3 characters here. There'll be 2 different fight scenes. There's going to be 1 all archers and 1 Rubino with Shizzler and I think Shu Fen there. And we'll try it like that. But I take over for turn 5 anyway, so I'll let you have fun watching whatever the AI is going to do. Hopefully they don't mess me over. We'll see. Okay, Stella. I don't know what's going to happen, Stella, but I want to wish you good luck, but I am fighting against you, so I'm going to post my note here, and I'll be right back. Okay, already turn 2 here. Okay, looks like positions are okay, except for my lich position. I'm not very happy about right now. We're actually doing some decent damage there to oh my gosh, she had to go right there. We got the angel kill. Oh yes, very good, Yuri, very good. Oh, why did you do that? What was the help? Oh, you could have put him out the front. Oh man. Oh, and you put him even closer to damn. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh my gosh, no. That's not good. That is really not good. Okay, so we're still turn 2. I don't know, Yuri might... hopefully Yuri will survive this. We'll see. We'll see. Please heal her up. Heal her up. No, not a thunder spell. A heal. We need a heal on Yuri right now. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay. Can we get a heal on Yuri? That's B team, right? Whoa! Was that it? That was it? Oh my gosh, wow. That was it. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Wow. I didn't even get to turn 5. Hey, Carrot. What's up? So, we got a pretty... That could have been really bad. We almost lost our Lich in that process, though. And Yuri in the process, too. But we took down Stella, so... You know... They did take out some of Stella's good stuff, like that giant bird. That giant would-be holy griffin, although it's just really... Just a... I don't know, just like a mountain creature attacker here. They had a fairly strong team setup. Stella with Umamaru and Sophie, not to be underlooked there. Especially the power that Sophie and Umamaru can bring to it, as well as Stella. That was a pretty good team that they had there. Luckily, we actually got away scot-free there. No losses. So that's good for us, obviously. Okay, Aurora and the magical beast Endorian. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off here for a second. You can go ahead and read this if you want to. They're dwarves. They're kind of like half chicken and half mushroom. They're like mushroom bird people. I think the thing is if we had some understanding as to what the Endorian beast is, who the Pilium people are, who the Rune God was, where he came from, you know, some stuff about that. It does seem to link up to, you know, Atlantean people with the automation thing and all that sort of thing as far as Umamaru goes. But if we had some more history on what these things are, why they're connected, it's not just what they are, it's also why are they connected to each other and stuff like that. That might give a little more context to some elements of the story that would be very helpful for a player too, to get a better understanding. At least I would like that too. I think other people might like that. You know, I think it might be a good thing, honestly. Because there was only a couple things in the original game I mean, the story wasn't like 100% perfect with everything either, but there was only like a couple really confusing things. Like, who is Bullnoil? you can make some assumption he came back from the year that the king was alive, because he said he was alive for like, I don't know, like 300 years or whatever. Like he was alive about the same time of the timeline of the original Brigandine game. So you would imagine he was like a wizard for the king that just never found a way to never die. And, you know, he was just kind of there. And then because he couldn't die and he saw history over and over again, he just wanted to destroy the whole world. Essentially like, well, if I'm going to go down, you're all coming with me, kind of sort of story scenario for that, for Brigandine, the original game. This one, it's like, you know, the Rune God's the one that caused all the wars and stuff. You know, he's the one that's creating all this pain, you know, and he's not a just god. He's a bit of a lusty god, kind of like a Zeus. And it's kind of his fault. So I kind of get that, but there's some elements like with the original one where they talk about Solon or Philo, Sophia are talking about Solon and stuff. And, you know, it's kind of interesting because, because you're trying to wonder, like, well, are they going to go and meet Solon or anything like that? Are they going to go out and find the dude? You know, is there any backstory that's going to happen with that? You know, but you don't really know. You know, you don't really know. So yeah, Solomon, how's it going? I'm just talking about like the differences of backstory for this game and the original game. You know, this is kind of a build here. We're going to go with all archers for one crew, and we're going to go with the main team for the other crew. You know, so I think I'm going to go with all archers for the Rune God, to fight the Rune God. So it'd be interesting. The Rune God has a bow himself. We'll put all archers against him, and we'll put Rubino, Shu, and Shizzler on a team against Aurora. So I think that's what we'll try there. Funny enough, it's like you're not going to miss much story if you put what I found out playing this multiple times is if you don't put the leader in, the leader will still say things with Aurora whether he's in the fight or not. So you'll still get dialogue with your leader in there, so you don't really miss much of anything. But we're just leveling everybody up here. Hopefully they'll survive the next couple fights. If they don't, hopefully we'll get maybe a revival stone to bring one of them back. But we got some pretty good stuff here, you know. I don't know if I should like swap one of them out just to preserve it, just in case. So maybe I should. Let's see which one is the weaker one. Let's take you instead. Okay, so this one will grow a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna do something like this. We're finishing the game tonight, and then we're gonna finish it again. So I'm gonna cut the stream and then restart it after we beat it, and do it again with the other team. You know, dominate the Gomol Republic with Rudo. Rudo is a beast. He is an absolute beast. I don't know if you watched one video on YouTube. I did a video. If you didn't see it, it's called One Man Army, and I have Rudo fight up against the Zor Illusion by himself with the Zor's Tears. And some people didn't know when you play this game you can get an item that makes you go twice, but you lose almost all your rune capacity and your command. But you can get items to refresh some of that to get that back, you know. So if you want to see it, it was a tough fight. I almost lost, but I killed the Zor Illusion with most of its dogs and the other two leaders. I don't know how many turns it took, but that was a pretty tough fight. Rudo can be one of the strongest guys in the game, bar none. Absolutely. All right, so let me just check out my classes here. I don't think we have anything to class up, honestly. I think we're set with the Sainthood here and the sniper stuff, and then, you know, can't do much there, so I think we're good to go. If we have more time tonight, then we'll play some more Knights of Trigari with the Grand Edition. I don't know. The ending does take like a half an hour a piece, I think. So just want to make sure everybody's questing first. Unfortunately, I probably should have made sure before I got into attack phase, hey? Well, I'm pretty sure we have everybody questing it. Yeah, everybody's questing. That's good. Alright, so we're up against not the greatest team. This is just going to get weaker and weaker as we go by. It's just a matter of fact. It's just going to happen like that. They have a lot of red here, so my archer's going to be in a little bit of trouble, but hopefully not too much. Alright, let's go ahead and save it up again real fast. But yeah. Hopefully you're having fun with Rudo and just pub stomping the competition. So you're just like, yeah, clean military, bye-bye. You know? But everybody else that's here too, I want to thank you for coming by. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel Veracity Trigger here on Twitch or on YouTube. That'd be very helpful. Help me grow on these platforms here. I've been here a while, and I'd like to, you know, continue to grow here. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's put Shufen in the middle here. I think Rubino should kind of frontline a little bit here. I think he can. And yeah, let's try to keep her on side here, you know. As you saw with me saving the game, this is on hard, custom hard mode, unless you didn't see it. But if you didn't see it, it's on custom hard mode. And in the future, I'm just going to keep doing it on custom hard mode. We'll probably have some challenges in the future for the Holy Gustava Empire. I might play Tim's team myself without waiting till turn 5. I don't know, because I haven't even played that country at all yet, so I don't even know how they play. I have no idea. I know how to play against them, but that's not always the same thing, you know. So we just got a fight where I didn't even get to take over turn 5. It was over at turn 3. Stella came out to the front and she just got nailed. That's why I think Stella needs a buff, honestly. She doesn't have any ranged attacks. She doesn't have any ranged spells to hurt. It doesn't... 357, look at that. Wow. She just totally... Oh my gosh, she totally nailed her. Hopefully she'll back off from here. I hope she'll back up. Very, very difficult, yes. There we are. Because he waits to go and hit your leader to the point of breaking him or killing him, or he goes out to go after a monster to one-hit kill it, and he'll do it all the time. So he doesn't just go up to white paladins and attack them. He'll go up to your Mana Miracle Lizard Guard. Happened to me. One-hit kill. They might not even get to shield block it. Just one-hit kill, and that was that. And he'll go up to your Dark Dragon. Whoosh! Done. Just no mercy, absolutely no mercy. But hard mode, they don't really give you a. They don't give you like a mercy. They don't give me the mercy, really. How many of these 3 are some? Well, we'll have to see. I have like been pocketing them, but I don't have like a big. I don't know how many I have right now. In my ultimate file where I did all the items and stuff, and I'm still doing equipment and items and all that. On my ultimate file, I have every single item of every kind. And that was with my Rudo file, where I got Rudo up to 999 strength, and I got him other stuff too, agility and everything else. But that took me about a week and a half to do, literally, like for hours and hours on end, a week and a half. But it might take less time because at the time when I did it, they didn't have like a mass deletion button, so you had to delete one at a time, and that took me like 20, 30 minutes to delete certain items at a time. That was when it wasn't like, yeah, it was sort of in its beta stages when it just came out. Unfortunately, I don't like to say that, but it, you know, they had to fix a couple things because they didn't have a mass delete button. You had to delete one thing at a time. Because if you got up to 999 items, you had to delete some items before you could move on to the next turn. Who wouldn't let you do it? So, but yeah, it's as far as my main file with my Rudo file, I've got everything. This file here, I don't know how much we have. We'll have to look at that when we get when we conquer the whole continent. We'll have to check it out. But I do have a number of 3-star gold items here. I think Rubino has got 1 purple item. All of the other 3 items are gold. And some other characters have a lot of gold stuff too. I wouldn't worry too much about making sure you get all gold. You can beat the game without any serious upgraded items. You can do it. It just makes your life that much easier. It's like seriously a lot easier. Like if you gold star geared a monster, let's say like a lich compared to a natural lich, it'd be so much harder to kill than naturally. It's so much harder to kill. I'm not kidding, you know. I'm doing auto till turn 5, like I've said before. I don't know if you've been hearing what I've been saying, but I've been doing auto till turn 5, and at turn 5 then I take over. But these last couple battles, this is going way faster than that, and the way this is set up, we're like super close to each other, so they can get stuff done before I can even get there. So I've had most of the battles where I've been able to fight them, but these past few battles, I don't know, I might not get a chance. And the dangerous thing comes down to is when you try to go defend, you know? Well, they're going to get even more devastated as they keep going because they have to try to support that mana that they can't support. They've got 1 castle to try to support all these monsters and they can't do it, so they're going to have to just delete a bunch of monsters. Which means that I'm going to be coming in here and I don't know if I'm going to get to fight this last fight here. Just because there'll probably be like 3 monsters left. Or maybe 5 or 6, but it won't be anything that stellar, you know, as we're just kind of coming in here. Because what I try to do with the enemy is I try to get them off their capital. If they just have their capital left, they can actually support a couple really good monsters because the capital gives a lot of mana income to them, you know. But if they're on a place like Min's or something, they're not going to get a big income to be able to support all of that. So here's a 3-star axe. This could work for a lizard guard right there. I may have already gotten it, but Judgment Clause, whenever you see it says excellent, that's 3 stars. If it says good, it's normal, it's 1 star. If it says great, it's 2 stars. If it says excellent, it's 3 stars. So you can just look at the shininess and look at the word, and it'll tell you right there anyways. But that's a Judgment Claw. That'll be a good one. Judgment Claws are really good claws because they actually can feint an enemy like a giant can, so you can make a dragon feint the enemy, possibly. Doesn't always work, but yes, here we go. This will be great for my archers. This is a human piece of gear. My archers can equip this. Double green defense, extra defense, hit points, evasion, critical rate, critical damage. I mean, that stuff's good. That is really good. An extra judgment one. Ancient breastplate. Here's another one. This is double blue. I've got my archer set. My archer's got gold stuff now. And here's the thing. You know who just got it? Hughes. And you know what Hughes is? He's only like level 10 or level 15 right now. So you don't need you don't need level 20 knights to get, you know, ancient stuff. Elena is a 3rd tier though. She's already like level 30. But Hughes, I think he's only like level 15, level 10, I don't know. But he's not that high. So you can have like you can have level 10, level 15 guys still get top shelf gear. It's just a little more rare. It's not saying it'll always happen, just you have a better chance if you got somebody in level 20 plus to be able to do it. But you can do it. And when I've got this many people questing now, because I'm only taking 1 team or 2 teams to move around, you have more opportunities to do this kind of stuff. So it's a great time to do it. I recommend it, like, if you're down to one team and you only really need to level up one team to fight and you got another team set to go. Just work with one team. Have everybody go out and quest. Have one team stall. This is my defensive stall team right here. We've got Arya right there. I should probably put myself down a little bit. I might be a little too high on the screen. I don't know, but we got Ariana there. We've got Lenora and Brendan as a paladin there. So we've got some pretty good stuff here. I wish I could figure out where to put myself on the screen because there's so much information on the screen all over the place. I don't know where to put myself. I should just put myself here and that'll be perfect, right? We'll just go right here. This is the best place. Anyways, but this is a pretty good team. I mean, look at this. We've got a Titan here, level 24, level 27, level 29 Centaur. We're going to definitely use some of this stuff here in the final fight. But this is my defensive class team here. And then I've got this other team rolling in here, and I've got everybody else questing. I've got Dispatch Knights. So there's one. I got 6 Knights questing here. It says quest 6. This is a place. Here's a place that you want to quest at is either Garlowin or Gallus, and you want to send in like stuff with evil orbs or something like that to quest. This place to quest Endura Wastelands. Endura Wastelands. Remember Endura Wastelands from here. It's one of the best places to quest too. With other stuff because you get monster rings, monster light armor, monster gauntlets, bags of stuff, which can turn out very well, and claws. That's a great place to quest. I just go to certain places now. Like, I don't quest at every location, but sometimes it's like, well, it's just convenient, I'll quest there. Okay, but like Druid is a great place to go to if you want to quest for the Zor's Tears. You have to quest here. That's the only way you can do it. You quest the Sunken Treasure, and this is where you get the Zor's Tears. You can move twice in one turn. Basically, you're playing Monster Chess. If you ever played Monster Chess, you'll know what I'm saying. If you haven't, look it up. It's where your king goes twice in one turn. The same thing happens with the Zor's Tears, except for you don't get it minuses 400 rune control, and it lowers down your command all the way down to 0. So you'd have to like give yourself potions and equipment to like offset that and then be able to equip something, you know. But this is where you get the Zor's Tears. Is Sunken Treasure there? Great place to go questing down here is for. I usually send my thieves here to go to the unmapped island, and all the holy guys go to Isle of Martha, and all the sorcerer guys go to the Isle of Seymour. This place is absolutely great for questing, for a lot of different reasons here. So yeah, here he got a 3 Hughes. Like I said, he's level 10 ranger, and he got a 3-star piece of gear by going to the unmapped island. That's where he got it. So you don't need level 30 stuff. You don't need level 20 stuff. It does help your chances significantly more, but you can have level 10 guys do the same job. It's just more time questing, that's all. But there are certain places that are great for questing. Like here I usually go questing either, depending upon what I want, I either quest for Mount Madrol or the Forgotten Cliffs, but I usually bring a grappler here. Grapplers, this is like their home for me. I send all my grapplers here. I could get different kinds of gear from either one of them. It's a great place to go to. If you want to quest from another place, this is a very rare place to quest to. Not this place here. I think it's on a Harmonia here. But it's the Girian Alps. This is where the Girian Alps are. There's no other castle that has Girian Alps except for this one place here. And I think this also comes with revival stones, because you see that little revival stone item there. But rolling with 2 teams instead of limiting up my other good knights. Are there any other treasures that found similar to Zor's Tears? Yeah, there's a lot of good treasures, honestly. There is a treasure, I believe it's at Sedale here or Vestalis. It's one of these two here. I think it's Sedale. And you quest for... You quest at the ruins of Chalet. And you can get a hat that makes you do double movement. So you can do like a react spell with a hairy fairy, and then move them closer to the target after you reacted your leader, and then move them closer to the target so that the next time that they go, they can also cast another react on your leader, and then move them closer to the target. So there's a very special hat. It's not a gold tier hat. It's a purple gear hat, so it's second tier. But it's a very specialized item. I've used this in the Rudo fights to kill the Rune God in 1 turn. It was either 1 turn or 2 turns, but I think it was 1 turn. I think I killed the Rune God in 1 or... I forgot. It's on YouTube. You can go check it out if you want. But so what classes work well with the Straits questing area? Oh, the Straits up here? Right here? Well, you can put thieves out here, but this is where I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me, I might have been talking to someone else, but this is the plains and snowfields is typically for barbarians and paladins and ground people, even sorcerers and sorceresses and stuff. But the Strait is basically Viking territory. So you're looking at a huge water area that's Viking territory. So once you get the Berserker here up to level 20, now they're a Viking. Now they don't want to be ground creatures, they want to be water creatures because they got a water dot. So they want to be in the waters, they want to be in the Strait. That's where you send them. And I find it kind of strange. I think the Berserkers and Vikings and Barbarians should all be water affiliated, honestly. But it's the way the game is. Only at level 20, get to Viking, and then your whole preference changes to being water preference. You know? But that's the way that is. But this is a great place to go questing because there's a lot of there's a lot of opportunities here for questing. Here. Ooh, look at that. We got a Hellhound on our team here. Must have just captured him with one of the quests there. But yeah, that's a good place to go to. Another great place to get items that a lot of people might not know is here at the capital, right up here. The Hidden Treasury has a lot of items that you can get from it. Now, yes, you can get an orb, which would be great for either Pick or Umamaro. Or unless you're going with elemental teams, you know, that could be a thing too. And they also have the Durandal sword here too. So you can get that there too. But a lot of the time, I'm getting potions and pills and elixirs and stuff for all my knights to get. You get a lot of that stuff, the Hidden Treasury. I swear, I get so much of that. But that's a good place to go questing. Meza, the capital, another good place to go questing. A lot of the capitals are some of the best places to quest from. Just to be honest, that's typically the thing. But there are some other places, like I mentioned, like here I like to quest a Gellist a lot, and if not, then I quest them from Garland. Another one is, well, Zai is also a good place to quest. Not as great as St. Gladia though. But if I'm not questing at St. Gladia, then I'll quest at Belutza. Warren, like I just showed you, Warren's a great place to quest from a lot of like Viking Berserker stuff, or maybe even sorcerers and stuff. Harmonia, with the Girian Alps, this is a very rare opportunity to go questing here. Girian Alps aren't anywhere else around. I don't think they're anywhere else around. We could check here. Corwin is a great place to quest to as well. See, the Girian Alps aren't here, but the Isle of Lanu actually has some really good stuff. But as you saw, Angrian doesn't have the Girian Alps. It has Telium Valley, which is great. But the Girian Alps is just unique just to Lawrence. I don't think... There's the Hills of Corral up here, but Girian Alps, not so much. Yep, Hills of Corral, Arran Forest. At first when I saw it, I thought it was Aryan Forest. I was like, what? Yeah, the Aryan Forest up there. Any classes that do well in the ruins, well, that would be the sorcerer classes and the assassin class. It basically comes down to your orb. If a lot of times too, if you have a dark orb, you're going to do well in the darker ruined areas, the wastelands, certain places too, like this, that it doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. The Isle of Seymour, it's just an island, but you're like, well, why would that be? You know, why would evil classes like to quest there? Well, I don't know. It just there's certain rare places like that that are a little bit weird. Like the samurai class likes to quest in the forest, but not the jungles. So the samurai classes don't like to quest in the jungles. So the Isle of Trembo. This is an island, but this is made for the samurais to quest for. So the samurai class, or sorry, the swordsman class. I mix it up all the time. But and then the bays are typically for thieves, and I think they might also be for lancers, but it's a thief through the treasure hunter class. Bays I don't quest from too much, honestly, so I don't remember what else besides a thief likes to quest from the bays. But yeah. So, alright, so let's look at some equipment here. Let's see if we've got all 3 stars. Nope, not yet. we got the Sacred Helm, which would help with shield block stuff, but it doesn't. We don't really have that yet, so we're not, for this team, I don't think we're going to be fully fleshed out with all gold gear for everybody. We're just going to kind of go into it with whatever. But we got all these breastplates. Look at, we've got Ancient Breastplate, Freedom Mantle, and the Swift Mantle. I think all the 3 rare pieces of gear in one turn, we actually got that. Let's go with Blue Defense, just in case we're fighting against Stella again. She might actually hurt us quite bad, so we'll give ourselves some Blue Defense to try to ward that off. And if we can make this guy a little bit stronger, I would love to do that. Mongrel, what does Forbidden do? Gives me red defense. Gives me green defense. Okay, well, let's get going, guys and gals. Let's finish this off here. Got 1 fight to go, and we're gonna fight the boss. So, as you can see, this says, so here's what I was trying to say, Solomon, since you're kind of new to this game, and you're like, well, they got 13 monsters. They won't all be there next turn. Almost guarantee it. Unless they have the mana to support all this still. If they got extra mana reserves, maybe, but eventually they're not going to. So here's the thing, that they have can I draw on here yet? Oh, okay, good. They have 228 mana supporting all of the monsters that they have right now. If they have too much, and you can just do the math on this yourself, and it'll tell you too. But if they have too much cost per this, which they might not, which this mana upkeep is 41, so there's 41 for him times 2, and add, so 82 plus 21 be 103, plus 17 times 2, 103, and it'd be 14, be 130, 135, right? I think it's 130. No, wait. 14, 103, 137, I think. 137, and then 14. So they could essentially support that. But if you don't want to do that, you can just go and click off screen. So just hit circle or hit A off screen. Go to nation statistics here. And you can see what our income is, what our upkeep is, what our deficit is left over, and we can go and see if they have extra mana from before. Okay, so they are minus. They will be minus mana. Their mana reserve is 381, so they're going to be dipping into that next turn. They've got some mana left, so they can actually utilize the extra mana that they had before to keep the monsters that they have. But as far as like buying extra monsters are concerned, I don't think they'll be buying anything else, really. I mean, the negative deficit might make them want to delete some monsters. I guess we'll see. But they do have a mana reserve of 386 right now, so they have... It's like having money right now. You're looking at how much you're paying for rent, how much you're making, and how... you know, it's kind of like that. If you look at it like that, from that perspective. If they're a deficit and they're in a negative, they'll have to delete some monsters in order to be able to afford the cost without going into the negative. If they go negative, their monsters and their leaders go negative 30 hit points for everything. Is pretty devastating, actually. You have to start the battle healing yourself right off the start. It's quite sad. But we'll go ahead and see what happens here. I don't think we have to really do much, so I guess let's just push the phase. Okay, so they went up to 1600 point value because they've got some leaders here. Looks like they did have some extra monsters put in here. Maybe I didn't check out all their monsters, or they had guys questing and they came back with the monsters. And that could very well be the thing. But let's look at the nation statistics here. Let's see if... Yeah, they're going to be negative next turn. So if they have all that, they're going to have to delete it. They will have to delete some of that stuff. But also the other thing is, too, I forgot to mention, they could probably have had some guys questing out, and then they came back with monsters, and then they stuffed them all over the place. But we got to fight it anyways, so let's go ahead and do it. And after that, we're going to fight the boss, and hopefully it'll be a good day. Whew. So yeah, if you want to know, Solomon, right here, when you go to save, this is how you know if someone is playing hard mode. It'd be hard. I don't know if there's any other way to tell if someone's playing hard mode unless they show you their save file. I don't think you can actually know that, because the game might play... depending upon if they played a custom setting or they played a little bit differently, you know, it might be hard. I think there might be another way. Oh, right here, they added this. So if you go to custom difficulty, you can see what they're playing right now. So if you want to ask anybody what they're playing, how they're playing it, just tell them to go to the custom difficulty and to show you what they're doing right then and there, and you'll know if they're playing hard or what they're playing and all that, because it'll tell you most of the stuff here. So we got all nations XP times experience times 2. So if I muck it up, and I do a bad battle, then I give the enemy an advantage. So that could be yeah, that could be bad. That could be very, very bad for me. But how's it going today, Solomon? And everybody else that's here too. How's your day going? We're gonna try to have a fun night here with finishing the game. Now, if you haven't seen the ending of the game before, I mean, this is... There's a lot of spoilers coming up ahead, but it's almost been a whole year since the game's been out, so I'm sure most people have probably beaten this. But let's see, Shu Fen, I like to put her in the front on auto, because then they kind of like swarm around her and she doesn't get pincered too easily, you know. Sadly, Gugamol got Zennies. Yeah, that can be a pain too. I totally understand. He can actually be a good contender against Rudo right off the bat. He's already a Dark Knight. You know. You know it's true. You know it's true. And one thing they like to do is they like to give their best guys some of the best gear too. So if you're fighting against Darien and Zennies and Eliza and you know, and Darien is a Dark Knight too. Oh my gosh, that can be brutal. It can be rough. I think this fight's gonna start up very fast actually. Just considering, look at how close I am here. They do have some pretty good stuff here. They do have a couple healers. Hopefully we can catch them off guard. Okay, okay, good. He's going back. Thank you. I like that. Okay, turn 2. Okay, Rubino's not pushing too hard, which maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I just don't want to lose my Lich right here. Yeah, give it. Okay, actually, that'll be okay for him because he's already got a natural regen. Give him an extra regen too. Maybe that's your only real tank. There is that one little ghoulie guy in the back. Okay, don't hit him hard yet, man. Ooh. Okay, that I'm okay with. That I am totally fine with. That I'm not totally fine with. Oh no, my angel's getting hit. No, that's a high angel right there. I mean, that is kind of an acceptable attack, but in this situation, I really wouldn't. Oh, please don't go frontlining. Okay, that's okay. That's definitely okay. Now we got a blocker. We got a blocker in the front line there. Get that Dark Dragon out there, please. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Guess she's just gonna stay in the castle. She's gonna play full castle defense, which I'm okay with. I'm very, very okay with that. Oh, that sucks. Paralyze. I like honey mustard too. It's very good. Oh, the dragon couldn't get in the front line. I was hoping it would. Oh, geez, they took so many turns into it. All right. After this turn, I take over. And hopefully nobody dies by that point on my team. I kind of want them to survive this. This is the last fight before the boss fight here. I'm not going to do any extra grinding after this. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever levels we're at, that's fine with me. Because some people did, you know, wonder if I was going to do that before. But I have done some grinding in the past to get everybody to level 30, get all the gear I wanted and all that. I've done that. But this is I'm challenging myself now because I've played Norzaleo a number of times. So that's why there's all these challenges here to this LP. It's a bit of a way to challenge myself. See if I can get it done this way. Well, I think we took down a leader, maybe. No, we didn't? Oh, now we will. Look at that. Oh, it was almost a quad kill. That was a good. That was a trip. Oh, he lived. How did he live? I thought it was a triple kill there. Oh my gosh. Some people might think this is an easier way to play it. It's definitely not. There's definitely times that they put you in very bad, very precarious situations that you're like, no, don't go there. What are you doing? And they still go there and they get themselves killed, and you're like, oh, I can't do anything about it. Like there was a whole defense there where they put Pick out in the front lines. And they had Stella, Adu, and Guinea surround Pick and just kill him off. They had Pick in the front lines for no reason at all. Pushed him out in the front line for no reason. Alright, I'm taking over here. Once it's my turn here. Okay, here we go. I do get to play! Before the end. Yay! Alright, should I put Rubino in the front lines? I wonder, maybe. I mean, we could have some fun with this here. I probably still have some breath attack left, don't I? Yeah, I do. We gotta go all in, don't we? Whoa, he got 77. Rubino's a beast. Alright, we're gonna heal him up. He might come out of that at some point. I don't know. And we're still doing okay. Wow, look at this. Wowee. Let's go for it. Why not? We could do a loop heal or something like that, but their army is getting lower every second. It's going down quick. Double kill. Double kill. Very good, very good. She's level 27. Should we get the final kill, maybe? Here, let's go do this here. I got a better idea. Oh, I kind of needed that. I kind of needed that. I did it for the points. That's why I did it. I did it for all the points. Wow, that's... I don't remember hearing her say that, or if I do, it's been a while. Oh, she just put her defense up and made the dragon weak. Okay, let's do a heal over here. I don't want my level 30 dragon dying right now. That would be a very, very bad thing. We could do an area heal for fun, but let's see about this. I think we'll do... Got a better idea. I'm going to put a flame on Umamaru. And maybe we'll have the archer finish him off, or maybe Rubino or something. I don't know. Let's see, what can we heal? We probably can heal something here. Sure, yeah, let's do this. I don't really need to weaken Umuaro, honestly. We have a lot of things that can hit him. A lot of things. Oh, we're level 28. Maybe I should get Rubino up to the full max level here. Maybe that might be a good idea. And I am totally weakened. Okay, we take her out. I know that. I get that, but that's not the person I want to take her out with. We still have so many things on B team to take out too. That sucks. I'm just saying, like, look at this. I've got a 3-range spell attack with Rubino. If Stella has something like that, I think that'd be viable, you know, but she just doesn't have any ranged attacks. She has to just stay there and take it. I think she does. She definitely needs a buff of some kind. I think if she had a pistol, if she had a flintlock, if she had a musket or something like that, that would be cool to see, you know, but... 2,700 experience. We got strength, intelligence, no agility, that sucks, but we got magic pool, it's pretty good. How much more do we got to go here? 1,720. What do we have left? Just 2 monsters? Can we make level 30 before we finish this? Well, if I get a Stella kill, probably. Yeah, if I get a Stella kill, I suppose. Let's do a loop heal for... I don't know. I guess we'll give him one. Is why not? Alright, I want her to take this thing down here. A 1,000 experience, nice. Level 28. Ooh, very, very good. 2,000 to go. She won't get up there. Necro Rebirth. The Angel. We're gonna Necro Rebirth the Angel to do heals. We're gonna do holy stuff with this Necro Rebirth here. Oh yeah. Loop heal. Right on you. Good job, Dark Dragon. Good job. Oh, man. She killed my angel that I just brought back to life. Come on, dude. Okay, I'm going to give a halo to Rubino here. I'll try to get him up to level 30 here for tonight. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, we're out of flame spells. Okay, I think we're going to do too much damage otherwise. I could punt her off the castle. She still would be chained. There we go. Now she's not on the castle. She doesn't have castle evasion. Doesn't have castle heals. Good stuff. Turn 7. What do you think, Solomon? What do you think about that, huh? Take away their advantage? I got the castle heals. I got all the stuff. I got a halo spell. This is it. Everybody on YouTube and Twitch, this is the final attack until we get into the final battle here. So let's go ahead and do it. Twilight Amulet acquired. 4,400. I didn't even need to do any of that other stuff. Oh my gosh, I really didn't.
I'm a man, and I like to get dirty.
How are you now, Carrot? How are you now? Okay, plus 400 experience there. Okay, so we got that. That's pretty good there. Pretty good stuff too. Okay, we're done. We're going to the final fight. No phantom quests. No none of that. Full challenge mode. Get what we can get just from playing the game naturally. You know, with what we had. No extra grinding. We'll see what we can do. Runersia, year 782, season 9. The United Islands of Morelia was erased from the history of Runersia. The forces led by Stella boarded 7 ships and bid farewell to the continent they had once called home. Though they had left for new lands, it is said that every now and then they could be seen making port at various towns and cities along Runersia's coast. People say they drank every tavern dry whenever they made port, leaving towns in shambles when they departed. Still, it would seem this didn't prevent the people of those towns from welcoming the pirates whenever they came. This was because they would leave enormous amounts of fish behind when they left. Stella and Pluto also spent time in each port. They visited, teaching the fishermen to read the tides and the weather by looking at the stars. They remain one of the major reasons the continent understands how to coexist with nature to this very day. Wow. So even when they lose, they actually made a positive contribution to the world at hand there.
こうじゃないか。なかなか難しいな。
ああ、やっぱりここにいた。王子、みんな待ってるんだよ。今日は新しい王様になるって日でしょ。ダメじゃない。こんなとこでお芝居書いてちゃ。
いや、戯曲ならこれほど悩みはしないよ。国のために 一体どう言ったらいいかなって。
なんだ、国民へのご挨拶？どれどれ。
ああ、こら見るなってば。
こうして我がノーザリオ王国は正義のブリガンダインのもと、ルーンの騎士たちが力を合わせ、何これ、ちょっとベタすぎません？
やっぱり。
まったく、こういう文章になるとたちまち才能がなくなるのね。
チェ、そんなこと言わないでくれよ。あ、いかん、またチェなんて言ってしまった。
いいじゃない、私の前では。
いや、これから私はこの国の、いや、征服した我が国々の統治をせねばならないのだ。父王の恥になるようなことは絶対に。
ルビー、
え？
息を大きく吸ってみて。
何を言うのだ、イエナ。
いいからいいから、ジュウが教えてくれたおまじない。いい？息を胸いっぱいに吸うの。
うん。
そうそう、そしていっぱい吸い込んだらほんのちょっと息を止める。それからできるだけ長い時間をかけて吐き出す。はーってお腹がへこんで息を吐き切るまでね。ルビー、あなたは大丈夫。いつも頭の中はいっぱいいろんなことで悩んでいるけど、でも絶対に大丈夫だよ。だってあなたの頭の中は全部民のことでいっぱいなんですもの。いつも民が幸せになれますように、この大陸が正義のもとに平和でありますようにって。お父様、偉大なる三世王と同じでね。
父王
だから今はまだ王様としてどうやって言ったらいいかいっぱい悩むと思うけど、でも今みたいにゆっくり心を落ち着かせれば、きっとあなたなら解決する方法を見つけ出せるわ。多分それがルビーなりの正義なんだと思うの。
私なりの正義。
アデッサ様
My
でも
unique
三世王
justice?
でもない、ルビーの四世王の正義。
イエナ。
ルビ
イエナ、民の前でも私をそう呼ぶつもりかい？
ー、どういうこと？
新しい戯曲の一場面が浮かんだのさ。ある国王が幼なじみの娘を妃に迎えたんだ。ところがその妃が国民の前で国王のことをうっかり子供の頃からの呼び名で呼んでしまう。
そんな、それって
やっぱりまずいよね。だからいいな、今から練習してくれないか？
なんて呼んだらいいの？
ルビーの四世王。
新しい戯曲だなんて嘘ついて。
ごめん、でもこれは本当だ。いえな、私の妃になってください。
おお、我がノーザリオ王国ルビーの四世王。
おめでとうございます。
誠にご立派になられて。
ばあちゃん、花汚ねえな。王子、これからもくれぐれもバレット族のこと忘れないでくれよ。こら、王子じゃなくって王様だってば。ついでに私のこともこれからはイエナ女王様とお呼び。はあ。
王様、国中の者、いやルーナジア中の者が王様の姿を一目拝見したいと集まってきておりますぞ。
さあどうぞ、正義のブリガンダインをおまといください。
ありがとうみんな。
こうしてノーザリオ王国ルビーの四世王が全土を治め、我らのルーナジアは長きにわたり繁栄を享受してきた。だがのう、実はこの平和を迎えるまでにはもう一つ避けては通れぬ戦いがあったのじゃ。ルビーの四世王が大陸を統一した後、それは起こるべくして起こった。神が、ルーンの神がこのルーナジアに怒りの雷を放ったのだ。神はおそらく己の化身として何を選んでもよかったのだ。ただルーンの神を否定する者たちに己の絶対的な力を示す必要があった。ガイムール、ルーン信仰の象徴の一つであるモハナ・キャラダイン像。そこに神は全能の力を落とした。ルーンの神は我らピムルム一族とエンドレアンの里デスバレーに降り立ち、光の矢を放った。神はマナの力を否定し、抗う我らについに怒りの拳を振り上げたのじゃ。当然のことながらルビーの四世王も駆けつけてきた。マナの力を借りて大陸制覇を果たしたルーンの騎士がこの神の怒りを放っておけるはずもないわ。だがのう、この世界を訪れしそなたよ、ルーンの騎士はこの時大陸の運命を決める選択を突きつけられることになったのじゃ。
王子、ミレルバ諸島連邦が滅亡しましたぞ。
Here we go. That was a lot of dialogue, but essentially, we are about to fight a big fight here. Alright, Lorenzo, just get in the team already, man. You're cool. Just join the team. You're cool. Gallivard has arrived. Alright, man, you could do another... Well, we can't really quest you right now. We're just going into a fight. I could quest you... Yeah, I'll quest you immediately right now, but then we're just going to go into the fight. So... I mean, we do have to wait a turn, so we'll just quest them right where they stand. Got Bajera too? Wow. We are getting the veritable knight trophy thing going on here, it seems.
Blessings upon you.
Yeah, it does seem to be that way. That's a good thing, though. The black elemental there. A light hatchet. Iron Curious. What's this? Ooh, that'll actually work out really well. We'll probably put that in a fight we have to fight against Rudo. One of our lizard guards could probably handle that. So if you want to do the other fights too, if you're new to this game, this is when you literally have unlimited time. As you can see up there, there's no time frame. So I'm just saying, if you're new to the game, once you conquer the whole continent like I have, you have unlimited time to quest before you decide to go and fight this fight right up here. So you have as much time as you want to get all the items in the game. You can get every single item, multiple versions of it, as much as you wish, and you're totally fine to do it. There is no restriction. Now, in the previous game, there was a restriction of time. You only had so much time to beat Bullnoil and a Snake of Chaos before the end, so there was only, if you're playing on hard or normal, you had a time frame. Once you conquer the continent here you pretty much don't. You can just gear yourself up. And in all these little fights here that are in, got this little purple aura around it, whether it's light blue aura or a purple aura, that's where you fight all these extra quest fights to get some extra experience. So, all right, we have to move back pretty much everybody that has anything good, because we're gonna go and fight the boss right now. But I'm going to go ahead, here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and quest them out to whatever. Doesn't matter, though they might come back with something, I don't know. Okay, so those guys will go questing. But anybody else that's kind of useful, that's got some monsters, some good monsters, is probably going to come up here. Well, I don't think I need a level 10 Mandrake right now. Let's see what they've got here, though. Let's see what they've got. Oh, Grados. I mean, they got a level 11 here. Okay, we'll bring back Grados. Not much else to bring back here. Let's bring Grados up there. There's a level 11 Mandrake here, so let's go ahead and move him back. Just checking on people that might have some good stuff to bring back to the team, because I've already got most of the team set, but we also have to bring back most of the guys who are going to be in the fight too. So, I don't know if we have any archers down here. I don't think we should. Grados isn't coming into the fight. It's really just the two other archers, which I think they're on Meza. I think I put them over to Meza here. Let's go grab them. Oh yeah, they're there. Wow, look at that. We got a level 10. One of those. I can't even fit it. Wow, that one's level 14. That's even better. Ah, whatever. Okay, we'll send them back. Okay, so I got 2 archers moving from there. I have pretty much the whole rest of my team moving from here. Shizzler should be coming with. Yuri is coming with. Yeah, they're coming with. So I've got Rubino, Shu, Fen, and Shizzler. And I've got Yuri and the 2 archers coming over there. I just got to make sure I've got... Okay, so they've got some good monsters there. We'll have to shuffle some stuff around. I don't know who else has any good monsters here. Let's just double check here before we jump in here. Nope, nothing really there. Let's check out here. Kind of, sort of. Well, there's a Hellhound that's 50 points. I wonder if... I think we already have some 50... Yeah, I think we should have a Hellhound coming to that particular place, that castle. There is a centaur here. I don't know if we could use a centaur. Maybe we'll bring her over here. Might be able to use the centaur. We'll see. I'm pretty sure we have a Fenrir moving over there, though. Okay, we got no nothing there. You know what? Just in case we get some more points, let's bring him back here. Let's bring him back. We might get a use out of these elementals. I don't know. We might not, but either way. Okay. I think that should do it. If not, it's not a big deal. You're not dealing with any time limit here, so you can do whatever you want at this point. So if we messed up, it's okay. But we can't attack right now. We got to push the phase because we're just kind of sitting here. I might have to state that for a while until people really fully understand. There is no time limit after you conquer it, you know. It's kind of a hard concept to approach when you play this game after 20 years of playing the original game, but yes, once you conquer it, there is no time limit until when you want to go beat one of the final bosses there. Okay, so we're going in first with Rubino's team, I believe. So we need Shu Fen and Shizzler to have a well-rounded team here. Let's see if we can finagle that somehow. Okay, so I've got... Nope, that's really not what I wanted to do. Okay, we got 40 points there. I'm just going to kick you off the team real quick. Let's do this. Unless there's a better thing here. Okay. We only got one 40 point to use here. That's kind of unfortunate, but we might have stuff. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start popping some items on here. So we're gonna give all the stuff to Rubino. So after all the questing that we did so far, I'm gonna give almost everything to Rubino. You're gonna see his stats grow very, very quickly here. And it's just because, you know, once some other knights have nothing to do, I don't try to level them all. I just work with 4 teams for the most part, and then when I'm done, I get down to 2 teams, and I try to focus on 2 teams so I'm down to 1 team. Unless I just want 1 team at the very end. But we're doing 2 teams here, 1 team for Aurora and 1 team for the Rune God fight. Haven't beaten Endorian Rune God yet, but even if I get spoiled in the Blue Nations events, really don't like them. Now if you're playing Manaslesia, then I would just not watch the stream. Oh, well, I've already beat it with Manaslesia, so if you wanna, once you beat Manaslesia, you can go check out my LP on YouTube. You can see it there. That was it. I gotta say, Manaslesia is the most challenging out the gate because you've got Rudo, who's a beast, and most of his other knights kind of suck. I mean, Emma's cool, and Kyle's a strong knight, but other than that, it's really hard because comparatively, other knights in other countries can kind of outdo them. I mean, yes, you've got the blind kid too, and he can be pretty good too, but you got to kind of grow him. It's just hard because you're surrounded by a lot of stuff, you know. Gonna give him, yeah, I'll give him intelligence because here's the thing, like Rubino's kind of like Lance. He gets a lot of good magic, he gets a lot of good strength, he gets a lot of good agility, he gets like everything good. Like Rubino level 30 is no joke. It's somebody that you don't want to mess with. He's almost as strong as Rudo. Maybe he is as strong. Besides the clean military rule, Rubino might be better than Rudo, but with the clean military rule, it just kind of puts Rubino down, just cuts him down a notch, quite literally. But a low-level Rubino, Rudo will just tear him apart. That's that. Selena's okay, but magic users gotten through the quest are slightly better. Yes, you're absolutely right, Solomon. That's basic. Manaslesia plays very much like Ascaris Empire from Grand Edition or from Legend of Forcina, if you have played it before. Very much like it. Story, characters, knights, positions, so many things. And it's the same color too. They're both purple, you know, so it's quite fascinating how they're so similar. But Rudo pretty much has to lead the whole charge. Like, if you really want to, like, take down stuff, he's got to be the one to kind of lead the charge for the most part. And he is kind of the guy to do it too, you know? Alright, so didn't get much out of that. I mean, we got some stat growths there, but not uber amazing. You know, it was okay. Let's see here. We got to do... Got to give you something here, but let's do... Okay, let's pop the unicorn on here. Yep, Grados' team. That'll work. Level 1. Just level 1. Unless we get some equipment that could say otherwise. Then we'll see. Maybe we'll put something else that's a little more hardcore here. Okay, we got the Thunderous Gem. Look at that. Wow. Wow, we got something pretty cool. Now, if we had some gear that would anti-mana gear, or not mana gear, but I think it is mana gear. It lowers your cost. There's gear that can lower the cost of the monsters themselves to make them fairly cheap. You can actually, I think you can lower down an elemental down to 0 with a couple different pieces of gear. So it literally costs nothing to have on your team. But you got to find that gear. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I guess. I don't know. I guess we're out of luck with that. I didn't get that kind of gear here. Level 30. Maybe I want a level 30 for Rubino. Nah, it's okay. We got some good stuff here. But difference is that Rudo is a madman while just an adult with a childish mentality, which is why his people suffer. Yeah, Veracity is really that bad. Yeah, I know. And here, Rudo is really that bad. He's like a really, really bad dude. I'm gonna go Sacred Helm. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't. Actually, no, I should, because it just puts my defense up there. So Sacred Helm, I don't think there's another piece of gear that's better. The Swift Helm would let me go a little bit faster, but I don't want him in the front line. Justice, 7 stars Cutlass. This could do a charm, although with what I'll be doing, I don't think I need the charm. Maybe I do need the Durandal Blade. It does lower my agility though, but it does give me blue orb attacks, which do kind of help. Plus it has 5 accuracy, so I'm losing agility, but I'm getting accuracy, you know. Stella's reckless. Yes, Stella's very reckless. That's why I say she needs a buff, because she doesn't have any range attacks. And as soon as she gets on the front line, she gets pincered, she's just done. Couple Divine Rays, or 1 Divine Ray, and yeah, she's done. Stella can be very powerful if you put her in the right place, if you play very tactically, and you have some good luck with crits and all that. But otherwise, she just doesn't have a range attack to kind of compare to some other stuff. I know I go on, I drone on about it all day, but I'm just saying, you're right. Tim is definitely a badass. Once you get him up there, I've had to fight against him. He's very powerful. The dude is very powerful. But, yeah, I would rather fight Stella at level 30 than Tim at level 30. Just saying, I think Stella needs a little bit of a buff to like bring her up to a good standard, you know? I really think that. And I think that nothing was done. I think they just gave her Charm and Dimension and be like, have fun with that. Those are gamble spells. They don't work all the time, and it's not damage from a distance. Like every other leader besides Rudo and Stella has damage from a distance. Damage from a distance, or Dot, or Exoblast, or Fallberg. I mean, that stuff is devastating. You know it's devastating. You can't argue with that it's devastating. You know what I mean? It's some people kind of need oh, and there's a gold piece of gear called the Air Hat Fists, which are great. I mean, they're great for champions and stuff, but they're absolutely great for the Titan class. You can like have them hit, reposition for Ragnarok. If I had it, I'd put it on, but we're just going in, so I don't have all the gear that I would like to have, you know. That won't help me in this fight, really. Okay, Shu Fen, you're coming too. Wisdom? Intelligence over MP. I think we might need an MP here. Okay, Magic Robe over... No, I kind of like the defense. Honestly, like the defense. Yeah, I could go purple gear. Oh, can I do all purple gear? I might be able to do all purple gear for her. Ooh, yes, I can do all purple gear. Perfect. No! Dang it. Wrong button. White robe. Yes. White noble hat or crimson hat. Ooh, crimson hat might be good. Extra mobility with that. We got the Twilight Amulet. Sure. Oh, she's got that bonus, the All-Star bonus. Another thing, Salman, try to get All-Star bonuses if you can. You know, if you got knights, you're like, I want to get All-Star bonus. It gives you first upgrade All-Star bonuses for most stats besides hit point and MP is +5. All stats go up +5. For the second tier stats, +7, and I think the final one is +10. So +10 points for agility, strength, attack, defense, intelligence. Mobility is based upon gear or your movement itself. But if you can get the 3-star bonus with all the gold gear, that would be perfect. But you like, if I was playing a regular LP where I wanted to try to, you know, grind and get all the best gear, then I would, but we're not quite doing that here. Yeah, we'll take it off Grados here. I know some people like Grados, but I like Shizzler a little better than I like Grados. Don't ask me why, I just do. I just think he's a cool dude, and so that's why I am choosing him. I choose you. Okay. Wait, Ego Mana Stone? Would that be better? Well, it's black defense. I don't think we have to worry about it. But it does inflict the Mana's Grace of not petrifications. I don't think we have to worry about that. MP up to 250. Let's do that. After unifying the land, do you still have time to grind, or you do beat the game? Solomon! Are you... Maybe I'm talking too fast. I don't know if you heard me, but you literally right now, and like I've said many, many times, there is no timer. There is no timer up here now. Once you conquer the game, you can quest for as long as you want. This is what I have to say even in my... That's what I have to say even in my guide videos, because people are like, how did you get Rudo up to 999? You must have cheated. No, I didn't cheat. You conquer the continent, and there's no timer. You can take as long as you want. You can fight all these little quest fights here. These are little quest fights to fight little phantom leaders and phantom monsters so that you can level yourself up and grind out extra levels. And while you're doing that, your other guys are questing for items and all that sort of thing. So you can level up as much as you want. I could spend all night doing this tonight if I want to, but I'm not going to, because a part of the challenge here is I'm just going to go in and fight the boss with what I've acquired without doing any extra grinding. So when I say extra grinding, what I mean is doing this stuff where I have to fight the phantom fights and then we quest for gear. We're going with what we got on our backs here, you know. The limited time thing I'm used to, though. That's something I'm used to. I think that for me it makes a natural sense just because I'm used to that. Could they give me a little extra time to quest? Maybe. But honestly, when you get unlimited time, you could just spend a week, get all the stuff you want. It becomes very easy. The final bosses are just, in my opinion, compared to the original, they're kind of pushovers. And it could be due to the fact that I can get all the best gear in the game versus the original you don't. It's a very randomized thing. The first game is very randomized. You don't even know what you're going to get. I don't think there's any way to help yourself procure better equipment, you know? I don't think there's a way. But, yeah, there's no timer on here. As soon as you see this screen where everything's like this kind of purpley, bluish haze, whatever, it's kind of like a pink watery thing. As soon as you see the screen, once you conquered it, you can quest as much as you want. I literally, right at the beginning of the game, I quested for like a week and a half to get every single piece of gear, every single piece of item. Literally took me that long, simply because they didn't have a delete mass button, so I had spent like 30 minutes deleting one item at a time. Oh my gosh, that was very... it was annoying. Good thing that they fixed it now, you know. But let's double check the last team here, and then we're going to go and do that fight. Just going to go do it right now. Just got to check equipment here. He has no gear. I didn't even give him any gear. Judgment Clause. Inflicts Faint. I don't think that's even going to really work, but give this one here. Okay. I don't think we have a Dark Dragon on our team right now. A Thunder Helm, defense, sure. I don't think we even have him on our team, to be honest. Black Emblem, do we have... Okay, I want Black Band. I want Black Attack, you know. Did you need to keep one nation and grind them until you had enough resources to beat the game? I did that actually to grind out to level 29 or 30. I would actually like leave them Leonia's territory and back off and come in and just run around circles, or I'd leave them some of Norgard's territory and then just go back and forth with one or two teams until I got what I wanted. But I can typically... I've gotten good at the game that I can beat the game in a year and a quarter, sometimes a year and a half for the Grand Edition game or the Legend of Forsena game. And then all that extra time you've got, because in Grand Edition specifically, you have 2 months for 1 turn. So you have more time than you did in Legend of Orsina to grind things out. So Grand Edition was a little more generous. Here now you got 24 months for a year, which I think it's about the same thing as Grand Edition, actually, if you think about it. But yeah, they've always been a little more generous with each edition they came out with, a little more generous all the time, it seems, which is, you know, which I'd say it's pretty cool. You know, they're giving some options here. Oh, the Onyx Claws, I forgot all about that. This gives me extra mobility. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. All right, Blazing Claws here. Here's another trick, too, that I was kind of shown. The more orbs you have for a unit, the more your healing ability is, your offense damage, all that. So if you have a Phoenix, give it Blazing Claws, give it Fire Claws, as much as you can find them. Try to give them all the fire orbs you can give them. It's the best thing you can do. Forbidden Curious, extra red, even on defense, offense, it helps the whole way. You know, it really does help. And I'll just give you whatever for defense, but just see all the orbs I've got. It helps a lot. Okay, this is what I want to do. Judgment Claws are great, but Onyx Claws give me 1 extra mobility so he can move a little bit further. Dragons move so slow. I might as well have them move just a tiny bit further, a tiny bit farther, you know. So right now I'm 20 turns in and I'm about to get rid of Gomol Republic. Am I making good time? 20 turns in. Was that your first country, or I guess if you're going for Gomol right there. It's hard to say. I haven't really scaled this game yet. I played the original more than I played this.
What you gonna do, brother, when Veracity Trigger runs wild on you?
And I'd have to play this a bit more. Once I finish Holy Gustav Empire, I'll have a better understanding as far as like the speed at which you can take over another country and how well you can do it. Mana Celestia is a little bit tricky because usually I take out Morelva first, because it's like one of the best ways to do it, and then I take out Gomol next. So I don't know. I'd have to see your end game thing, like what you decide to do, where you went, and with Mana Celestia you could have some hiccups along the way. Honestly, you really could. Okay, so we are done. We are done with that. Let's push the phase and we're gonna go fight. But thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun so far. Alright, we're gonna go do this with Rubino, Shu Fen, and Chisler. Okay, I'm gonna save it up here. Only time I played this on easy was when Paul wanted to play with a co-op because he didn't know even how to play the game. I'm like, dude, it's almost just like playing Grand Edition. It's a little bit harder. And then he's like, oh, let's play easy. I'm like, but dude, it's gonna be too easy. We had fun though. We got through the game. Yeah, we had a co-op on that, but yeah. All right, let's go for it. After killing the Red Nation, I'm going after the Grey Boys. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. Did you take out Morelva already? I guess you must have taken out Morelva if you're not or I don't know. I don't know your situation, but I would assume you took out Morelva. Here, I'm gonna try to go radio silent, but if you got any questions, let me know.
これがお前たちがルーンの神と崇めた者の真の姿よ。お前たちは今こそ立ち止まり、真実に向き合うがいい。
これが神か。
お怒りじゃ。 あえらむな語りしな。
確かにルーンの神は人間たちにマナのシャワーを浴びせ、そして多くの力を与えた。だがその一方で人間たちはマナのエネルギーを浴びる限り戦い続けなくてはならないのだ。戦い続け、そして一体人間たちはいくつ愛する大切な人を失ってきたというのだ。ルーンの騎士よ、そなたはもうそのことに気づかなくてはならない。
オーロラ、なぜそなたはそれほどまでにルーンの神を断罪できるのだ。
このオーロラの半身にはルーンの神の血が流れている。
なんだって。
その血が私にこうささやくんだよ。愚かな人間どもの目を決して覚ますなとな。見るがいい。これがお前たちの信じた神か。ルーナジアの王よ、今こそ人間たちはこの強大な力の真実を見極める時が来たのだ。このオーロラと共に神と戦え。さもなくば神と共にこのオーロラと戦うのだ。
この時すでにルーナジアの王となる者の運命は決まっていた。
Then the fate of the one who would rule all of Veracity had already been decided. Okay, everybody, this is it. Time to fight. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fight. We're going to go ahead and fight Aurora to start, and then we're going to do the harder fight. This does, if I click on this once, it will have a warning here. Will you fight alongside Aurora and Endorian to defeat the Rune God? This battle will be tough without the Rune God's protection, so that does have a warning to start that fight. Or you can fight Aurora, which doesn't have a warning. Although sometimes I think Aurora's fight might be a little harder, but I don't know. Depends. Alright, we're going to fight Aurora and Endorian here. How is the Rune God harder than Endorian? You'll get to see, man. You'll get to see. One's more about fighting full-on beastal attacks, and the other one's more about strategic maneuvering and taking down ads at the right time, you know.
ルーンの騎士よ、もはやお前たちはマナの力なしでは生きてはいけないということか。マナの力に完全に支配されおって、ルーンの神の愚かな家畜ども、エンドレアンの怒りと悲しみでこの呪われた世界から消え去るがいい。
So what I'd have to say is that the difference between the two and the similarities between this and the original game is that if you're fighting this fight feels a little more like the Snake of Chaos fight because you have to fight a beast. Yes, it does have some adds, but the beast itself is very powerful, and it doesn't really move from its position, kind of like the Rune God. This does move to different positions and stuff, but it's you have to surround it and hit it very, very hard. With the Bullnoil fight, that'd be more like the Rune God fight because the ads can kind of go all over the place, and you have to take care of the ads, whether it's the knight or their monsters. You just have to do it. You don't have a choice. Okay, let's put Shu Fen on point. I'm gonna put Shizzler here, and we'll put Rubino here. So what do you think? What do you think of my my interesting, goofy-looking team here? Jeez.
これはマナストーンよりいずる力、その源流そのもの。
学ばぬ人間たちよ、来い。偽りの神と共に歴史から消し去ってやる。
我らルーンの神の加護を得たり、今こそ神的エンドレア
This
ンを
may
打
seem
つ。
ridiculous to ask, but
行くぞ。
what sort of energy or power is Endorian using? That's a good question, man. It's a great question. It's not really answered, you know, because apparently he doesn't use mana and stuff. If I had a suspicion, now this is a theory, not a conspiracy theory, but it's a theory of mine. My theory is that Endorian was the Rune God's lost Mana Miracle pet, and the Rune God discarded it somewhere, and now it's pissed off, and it, you know, the hound has nothing left to hunt. It'll hunt the master, something like that. I don't know. It could be. I could be totally wrong. I don't know what it is. Apparently it's supposed to come from a different land, and the Oopa Loopa people protected it, or the whatever, the Pilum people protected it, and, you know, it is now under their protection, but it's like he's protecting them, they're protecting him. Aurora is kind of a illegitimate child of the Rune God and other things too. Great questions, honestly. I wish we had some good answers for it. We just don't. They don't really answer a lot of this stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. They just don't really answer that stuff. It's just kind of like if you were to read the Headless Horseman story, and at the end it just lets you wonder, you know, whether Ichabod Crane gets away or not. You don't know in the book. Here you just get some very generalized, very broad, vague terms as far as like what happened. It's very hard to know. I guess maybe because I haven't played Holy Gustav yet, I don't have a full understanding of it. But I mean, it could be due to that. But I will get onto Holy Gustav like right after this, and I wish you would have done a heal there. See, I'm still taking over for turn 5 here, so hopefully this will turn out well. I don't know. this could go terribly bad, because we've got our leader here too, you know. A lot of times, like lately, I don't take a lot of leaders into like serious fights, because if they die, that's it. It's over. You know. She keeps saying that mana is bad, yet we don't know what sort of power he uses. I think it's just a monster that the Rune God summoned, and he forgot about it, and now it's gone bad. Because I don't know. Oh, what are you doing? Why did you go out and fight? What would you... Unbelievable. They had Shu Fen go out to fight with a stick against Aurora. Unbelievable. This is why it's really difficult with AI. They'll just do some crazy, stupid things. Send your healer out there to go and stick tap against someone that's going to do massive damage against you. Please, no. Just no. This double attack here. Look at that avalanche lock. Shu Fen could die. Those two died right away. Just like that. At least he hit her with a heal. I'm glad he at least did that. Oh man. This could hopefully this will turn into a complete nightmare.
大丈夫だ。仲間がついてる。
Can you do some damn heals, please? You have no heals you've done. Not a single one of them. Wow, man. We're not going to get any healing here, I don't think. I really need heals, honestly. This team seriously does. Well, at least you healed that thing. I'm okay, kind of happy. Can you heal up Shu Fen? No, don't heal up Shu Fen, I guess. Flame. Divine Ray, where she needs the heal, she's not doing it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Unicorn. We needed that. We really needed that. It's so close. Okay, turn 4. After this, I'm taking over. If they don't kill her, which they very well might kill her. If they don't kill her, then... Whew. Yeah, Solomon, some of these are really good questions. I wish I knew some of these answers. I just don't. Because they don't... maybe Holy Gustava unlocks some things as far as the answers are concerned. But I have to play through them next turn, and I'll kind of get some answers. But so far, everything I've been able to find out, not much I can find out with it. Okay, they managed to take her out. Unfortunately, the way you see this, Solomon, I would not recommend playing it like this. Don't take out Aurora at all. Don't even bother. Just ignore her and attack Endorian. Don't even just try to avoid her the best you can. And then keep the heals going, you know? That's how I recommend it. And this is perfect. Thank you for that. That was a good area heal there. Definitely needed. We're gonna do a Necro Rebirth, bring back some stuff to get some heals and all that. Good job, area heals. Turn 5. Okay, unless I can get a full up hit, I don't think there's a big point in me coming here because he's going to move away this next turn. As soon as he does a breath attack, he moves away. And I think he's going to come back to the center here, so... should be right about here. Let's just pull out just a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up for the next attack. He'll probably be right in the center here. So here's the thing too that you might want to know. Some of these battles are just gonna go a particular way. I have made a video to suggest making some of the battles random with some things, but I don't know if they'll ever do anything like that. So far, the enemies and the ally AI always do one particular thing over and over and over again, and they never really change it up. They never change anything. So I don't know if any of that will change in the future, but I'm just setting up for the next set of attacks that are very likely going to happen. By the time I get there to do an attack on him, at this point, if you don't know, he'll probably just do his Petro Burst and then fly over here to the center. So I'll have to move all the way back here again, and that'll take a whole nother turn. And to me, that would just be kind of a big waste of time. So we're just going to set up here. I'm just going to set up our pins and then throw the bowling ball. That's kind of what we're going to do. Don't I have a Lupiel? We don't have any Lupiels here? Oh wait, I'm not experted, am I? Oh, I should. I thought I'd have a Lupiel. Oh, you know, for whatever reason, I thought I had a Lupiel. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Can we get a heal on somebody anyways? Would it be worth it? Not really, no. And protect is only 3 spaces. You know what? Should I do protect or... Yeah, we should do protect. Why not? Protect on Rubino. He's kind of out there. Okay, this guy... Alright, so I think I could just Neck a Rebirth right now. I know he's out of the blue, but I don't think he's going to get tail attacked at the moment. I think what's going to end up happening is that he's going to do his breath attack and then move over, so even though he's out of the blue, I think he'll be okay. We're going to put down a Nightmare here. Bring the Nightmare back. We'll get some more heals that way. Let's move you over here, buddy. Let's get you right about here. Looks pretty good. Okay, so if I called it right, he's going to do his breath attack, and he's going to move back to center. And not attack anybody until next turn. Next turn, he probably will do Lariat Tail. I think that's likely what he's going to do. Okay, honestly, I should have been a little bit closer here. Really should have, shouldn't I? Alright, I'm going to put Rubino in a corner back there. If I can. Yep, now I did the breath attack through it. Should be clear. Clear of any incoming damage here. We got a... Wait, did I get protect on him? Thought I did protect on him. Oh well. Okay, 199, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, this is the stronger attack. Ragnarok is the coolest looking one, but this is the stronger attack. We're gonna go with it. Finish him off. Divine Ray. Let's move this mouse over here so I can see some stuff. But everybody that's in the chat here, welcome. How you doing today? If you haven't said anything, you just want to watch and see the damage we can do, that's cool. That's cool. But we're doing 2 boss fights tonight. After this, once we're completely done, I'm going to snip the stream and restart it, so you'll have to reload the page for like 1 or 2 times maybe. Alright, Ultimate Flare. I don't know if you've been able to do this, Solomon, but this is the best attack that you can do for a dragon. It's pretty dang strong. It's kind of like hawking a loogie for a dragon, but with fire, right? Isn't that right, Pringer? You here in spirit? Hey, thanks for coming by, man. Can we weaken the... He's pretty low. I want to just... Okay, the chance is nothing. I guess you can't. That would be funny if you could weaken him, you know? Okay, I don't think we need an area heal. Not right. I can't even do it anyways. I can't do a flame. I can't do... I can do a claw attack, but I gotta get around here.
今こそ我がノーザリオのために
How you doing, Pringer? How is it going, man? You know what? We got magic. Let's just do a heal here. Why not? Top him off. Makes sense. Let's go for it. Bring the little phoenix in here. We got no area heals we can do, so might as well just make him go offense. I know it's not much damage, but it's enough to make me feel happy. I like it. U equals potato. Okay. Oh wait, that's not a potato. Oh, it's a sleepy potato. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of magic, dude. I have no thunder spells left. I have no offensive magic I can do. Oh, man. I got no offensive magic. You're just sleepy, not a sleepy potato. Oh, man. Well, that's good, I guess. That's good. You know. Alright, well, we can't do anything with her. We're just gonna... I'm gonna put a protect on Rubino. I thought I did this, but maybe I forgot. Hey, she said protection on you or something, right? I think so. Alright, got a Necro Rebirthed Unicorn here. Let's set him up for... we got too much heals up there as is. We just lost our healer here. Let's stand by. Ooh, can we Necro something else back? Oh, just Venoms. That sucks. Wish we could Necro something else back here. Get back here, buddy. Okay, we'll put you here. Position. Do a nice little breath attack here. We got plenty of ice breath that we can give to... We can frosty our foes quite well there. Just like that. Look at that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to do Ragnarok because I love looking at the skill. It's absolutely beautiful to watch. And I'm sure you're going to love it too, Pringer. Go ahead and watch this. I think you already know what this looks like. Just leaves this magma pool of lava right underneath them. It's cool. You can basically use these guys like dragons. Now, I know it's not 3 to 4 spaces, but... You could, I mean, they're 80 points. It's kind of like having a red dragon on your team, you know? Benevolent rain. Why, thank you, Rune God. I thank you very much for that. Alright, can we finish this off here before... all hell breaks loose with that arrow shot? We might be able to do it. Supreme Impact does 260. Don't know his hit points yet. We might soon enough. 260. It's quite good. Let's do another Ragnarok. How about that? I gotta thank the developers for that. That is one of the coolest moves I have seen. I kid you not. Oh, we got nothing but a cold breath attack left. Alright, well I think we have more MP with this guy here, so we'll just take the shot, get in here, and take the bite attack. Blue, shooting through blue shouldn't be too bad. If I leave it there, you know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern? Another nice, yummy little divine ray. A spirit. Boom! I kind of want to just leave him there and take the hit. Even if he does the arrow attack, it kills my monsters. I kill him. They don't really die. They'll come back. Terror impact. 180. Ooh, this is going to hurt. How's it going, Altison? Do we need a heal? No, I don't really need any of that. Run away! Run away! Skill. We're just going to push it here. We're on our last phase. We might be able to take him out. We're going to push it. I could lose 3 monsters, but he's basically done at this point. He's basically done. Ground fire. We don't have ultimate fire, but ground fire is pretty good. Okay, that's only 117 we can get. Get a better attack with the claw attack. Let's try that. He's very low. We're probably going to see hit points pretty soon here. I just want to see if it works. It probably won't, but I want to see. Have you not tested it yet? Okay. Never mind. And we can't do anything there. We're outside of the range, so we're kind of okay. Just move 1 space back. Alright, we gotta keep Rubino topped off just in case. We can't have him die. We cannot have that happen. I think we're too far away for Venom, aren't we? Oh my gosh, we couldn't even get close enough. Ice breath. We are close to seeing hit points here. Hopefully we can. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. Earth impact. There's the hit points. There they are. Wait, how many guys do we got going left here? Oh my gosh, we're on the last one. We're going to lose some guys here, guys. We're going to lose those 3. We lose a dragon, the Titan, and the Phoenix. But it's okay. We'll still win. He's down to almost no hit points left. He's got to take that. He's gonna die by the arrow attack with this. Let's do Ragnarok here. Because it's 1,000 hit point damage for that arrow attack. That was it. That was it for the Rune Gods. So mission accomplished. We beat the challenge with taking over for turn 5 for the Aurora fight for the LP. We have to try for the Rune God fight. That's going to be a little trickier. That's going to be a little bit trickier there. Well, hopefully you didn't completely fall asleep, Pringer. Hopefully you got to see the good ending there. It was
ルーンの神の
quite a tough ending.
いずれ剥がされる時が来よう。
Took us actually till turn 8 with the challenge, honestly. And not leveling anybody up either, like besides just natural leveling. You know,
また出会うぞ。
a final form type of deal. He turns to another form. I'd have to say that these boss fights are definitely easier than the Bullnoil or the Snake of Chaos fight. Snake of Chaos can be tremendously hard
オーロラ
at
そなたの
certain
言うように
times. Sometimes it can flow very easily. Snake of Chaos is the most chaotic fight ever because snakes and doppelgangers spawn anywhere on the map. And I've never seen a
差
duplicate
別
battle.
や争いのない平和な大陸であり続けるには
Then the Bullnoil fight
マナの
itself,
力
oh my
が
gosh,
必要
that's
なんだ
hard.
そしてマナの力をそのために使ってみせることこそが
I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought that we were gonna see a harder fight than 20 years ago when we were used to playing. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder.
そうですよね父を
Let's go radio sound. I'll let you see some of these nice little pictures here. And now that Norzaleo is all happy and stuff.
Stamp of platinum!
I don't know if this was a platinum, but it was a good fight.
人間という生き物がマナの力で知力を磨き繁栄に努めることを願ってな。人間たちの中でも特にマナの力を浴びた者はやがてグループを率いるようになり種族を形成し国を作るようになったわけじゃ。だがのう、マナの人間に与える力は果てることがない。人間たちはやがてマナの力に突き動かされるように好むと好まざるとにかかわらずさらなる高みを目指すことになった。それは他の民族他の国家を侵略し征服するという野望に突き進むことでもあったのじゃ。果たしてそれがルーンの神の意図したものであったか、それとも神の意志とは離れて人間が神の力に乗じて暴走した結果であったか。その真実を語れ
I
る
gotta say, does anybody notice the DNA circling in the background in the middle of this pillar here? DNA of energy moving up behind the Pilium King? Does anybody see that? I know my eyes are not deceiving me. I know that's a DNA chain right there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, to answer your question here, you play the twins. Okay. Well, if you want to come by tomorrow and you want to play a game with us, you know, you're definitely welcome to. Just trying to set something up that we can play. Frost wanted to play something very light, not very heavy, so sounded like he wanted to try some co-op of some kind, so, you know. And if he wasn't going to, then he wasn't going to make it seems. You just want to play something light. So if we really didn't play that, we probably wouldn't have anything to do. So I just decided to go with this. But if you want to play as this in the future, man, you definitely can. You know, because if we end up doing something like this, or we end up doing some kind of random kind of thing, you know, we'd have to set it up for that. But typically in between the versus modes, we go into a kind of a chill mode where we either do a co-op or we do like a very light fighting thing, because some people do like the break between. It seems that they do. So I'm totally, you know, I'm like, okay, that's fine. So Thomas and Null were both the same guy. Yuki, what was his last name? That scrolled way too fast. I was wondering if anybody did the same roles over and over again. I was pretty sure there were some that did the same voices as in some other countries. I think, what is it? What's the one archer from Holy Gustava? Sylvie. I think she has another role too in another country as far as a voiceover goes. Yeah, man, if you want to play some off multiplayer stuff with us, you definitely can. It's just, the fact is, if people are like, oh man, I'm kind of burnt out, you know, I'll play something else with you, but I can't play the versus mode right now. You know, I don't really have a choice as far as like what we're gonna do with some multiplayers, because, you know, if they're not showing up, you know. Beat the game with Norzaleo, Safety Gamer. Hey, welcome to stream. Yes, this is the ending for Norzaleo here. You're just seeing some after credits. There's really no more story to see as far as the game is concerned. So, you know, there's no more spoilers of anything. These are just pictures with credits and names and stuff. 33 Collective. That's an interesting title there. But yeah, we're just seeing the very end here. And then after this, I'm going to shut the stream down for about half a minute and reload it. And we're going to play against the Rune God fight. So we just witnessed the Aurora fight, the couple other fights beforehand, and a lot of Brigandine talk. And now we're going to go fight the Rune God after this. So I'm just shutting it down real fast just so I can like send it out to YouTube later on without any hiccups. Seems to work better that way. Otherwise, I got to go and edit the whole thing on YouTube, and that takes hours. So that's a bit annoying. But how you doing today, Safety Gamer? How have you been? And is Norzaleo your favorite country to play as? I don't know. This was basically the demo to start. As you can see, the E3 staff from the original game is just one guy there, Yoshi Kawade. And he's one of the original guys from the original game. You just beat it with Shinobi? Okay. Well, we just beat it with this. We didn't do any serious extra grinding. We did fight for position, and while doing so, grind till the end, but no extra grinding after conquering the continent for items or for levels. Basically just went in like this, did what we had to do, and got done with it. So the next fight here is not going to be Rubino. It's going to be 3 archers. It's going to be Elena, Teresa or Theodora here, and Yuri. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but I like Yuri. I like Elaine, and I like Sylvie too. But I've used Sylvie in an end fight the last time we played, so just going to use someone else here. So I have to beat it with Gustava, Manaslesia, and the Pirates. I still have to beat it with Holy Gustava still. So there could be some storyline that I have yet to see, and we'll get to know later. But yeah, I still have some of that I have to do. So yeah. What I end up doing with this game, and what you kind of can do with this game, is you can go with 4 teams. There's some instances where you might have to make 5 teams, or if you lose some defense, you might have to make 6 or 7 teams. But for the most part, you can kind of play this game and kind of move around with 4 teams in a particular way, and it usually goes east versus west. It seems east versus west is the main way to push around and fight. But I did beat it with Manaslesia. Manaslesia was interesting. It was tough. The main character I don't care for. I don't think he's a good guy in any way. But Morelva was my favorite. And I think Morelva will probably stay my favorite unless Holy Gustava changes my mind. We'll have to see. Holy Gustava is what I wanted to start playing the game with. And I made it. I set up for a system of votes for the followers and subscribers to tell me with, and they all voted for Morelva, and I was like, no, I want to play Mantis Celestia, but I was actually pleasantly surprised, and I got to thank everybody for the voting for that, because Morelva is one of the fun, is literally my favorite. I think the fun factor is definitely there. It's very high. It's very challenging. It's like playing Escalio from Legend of Forcina, if you ever played the original game. It's like playing Escalio in so many ways. You got a lot of like meatheads. They want to go out and fight. They're frontline tanks. You got to keep them in the front line in order to level them up to do well. You know, you don't have a lot of healing properties, and you don't have a really good defensive disposition. We'll just say that as far as like terrain goes strategically. But Morelva, the United Islands of Morelva, one of the best countries to play as. You're gonna get a kick out of it. You're gonna probably enjoy the story. It has a lot to do with pirates, so if you like the whole piratey thing, honestly, I think it's one of the best storylines. Gumol, I have to say, is probably second best as far as my experience goes. I'm still trying to understand the story for Shinobi. I'm still trying to understand it. It's a little bit, sometimes it can be a little much, but I do kind of understand, but then I don't. So Shinobi's a hit or miss for me really at this point. Norzaleo is a pretty solid team to play as. I mean, you get a lot of great knights. The stories are right. There's some funny parts in there. It's kind of nice. It's kind of a middle of the road story. I think it's maybe a little better than that, but so far Morelva,
I am not a robot,
and Gomol are like my favorites. I'm really looking forward to playing as Gustava though, you know, because they're considered like the bad guys or whatever. You know, they don't have a Brigandine. They're not at my level, you know. They're not at that level, bro. You know. I don't know. It reminds me kind of Norgard, you know, because I would have to say Holy Gustava would be the Norgard for this playthrough. It seems like it very likely could. It's primarily East-West 2. Everyone I've beaten with so far is on the West, which seems to be easier. Yeah, definitely. It does seem to be a little bit easier. I think Shinobi is hard defensively. But until they get their knights up very high, it's a different story here. But here's what happened. Here's what happened from the beginning. It's going to go ahead and play through it. We did get a loss at the end there. I don't know if we got any losses initially. And we got one defeat there. I don't know where that was. But this is kind of how I played it. I ate both sides, and I came back to the middle eventually. I started eating up the center once I've got control of all that. I think I had to lose some defensive castles in order to do it, but then we kind of pushed out that way, and it was kind of like just keep pushing there. And then Morelva had a very powerful team that hit me right there, and it was hard to stop it, and I had to set up some other teams to come back and crush it and then gain control and push out like this. And then once we had this situation, it's literally just one defensive team, one offensive team running around and just scooping out the leftovers of Morelva there. So that was pretty much it. Plus, this is a custom hard mode. Plus, for each and every single battle that I played, I took over at turn 5. So I let the AI play for me for till turn 5. Some instances that turned out very, very bad. Where I had this defeat here, this is where it went really, really bad. They put Pick, the squishiest guy in the front line, with 3 other leaders, Stella, Adu, and Ginny, her father, attacking Pick over and over again until they just went 400 hit point damage. Bye. You know, I was like, why did you put him in the front lines? Oh man, AI will AI, and you know that's what they'll do. It was rough, and at that point, then Stella moved out here. She attacked this castle. I had no way to stop that movement. I had to put a defense here, then I had to put a defense here, and then I had to try to put, well, no, I didn't put a defense there. I had a solid defense here, and I was going to come back this way, and then I had to come back this way, and that's where you saw it was like, I could probably back up here, I think, right? Can I back up? Can I? I can't, but it got really hairy at that point, because the AI just totally fumbled the ball on purpose. You know, it was pretty bad. Looking forward to Morelva. It seems really focused on heavy hitters. It is. and it is. And it's fun. It's got a fun story to it too. Stella is awesome, you know. But let me show you the custom stuff that we did here. So this was a setting I took over for turn 5 for myself for the LP to make it harder, and always playing this on hard. Got 2.5 years to beat the game, or to conquer everything. Once you conquer it, then you can quest forever. But before that, you got 2.5 years to conquer the whole continent. If you don't, you lose. CPA AI defense I put on random because it seems to be best way. They might turtle sometimes, and then sometimes they'll come out and fight. You don't know what they'll do. Monster capture, disallow. So I couldn't capture their monsters and steamroll the game. I couldn't just capture a Beaumont and be like, haha, here we go. Could not do that. Cannot do that. You got to grow your own food. Grow your own monsters all the way up. So all those monsters that you saw, they're mine. They can't capture mine either, which means that I have to kill it or they have to kill mine. You know, it's fun when you get it, but it's a lot harder when you don't get a uber powerful monster off the beginning of the game to make another team powerful. You have to grow everything from scratch. You know, you do get the 1 or 2 mana miracle stuff, but quest success rate, I didn't change that. Mana acquisition, I didn't change that. Revival Stone access, that's quest, so I don't think I had any mana. I may have used 1 mana miracle revival stone, or I'm sorry, 1 revival stone, that was it. And XP acquisition, this is what makes the game even more fun. If you mess up, you give the enemies 2 times experience times 2 also. But if I do well, I grow 2 times experience. But also the harder thing too is you can't cross class as well, because you might kill 1 leader and go up like 9 levels, and you're like, well, there goes my cross classing for that guy. You know, you got to kind of stick to it. So I'm trying to play it on a harder mode here. I think this is a lot of fun. It's definitely doable. As you saw, you can go check out the videos on YouTube and see, you know, how I was able to get this far. We only got 2 defeats here, which is not so bad. But yeah, that's it. That's it. So I don't know what we're gonna save it on here. Save it over. You know what? I don't want to save this. I've already got all these other saves here. Yeah. I wish it would save the final fight though, more than the castle conquest situation there. But yeah, that's it for Aurora. So definitely, if you can, you know, definitely follow, subscribe, all that stuff on Twitch and on YouTube. Thanks for watching this here. We're just going to go back to the title and just do a reload. And then YouTube, you're going to have to watch the video at a different time. But for Twitch, hang out there. If you see the stream go down, just reload it a few times until we come back up. I'm just going to turn it off for 5 seconds and then turn it right back on, okay? So we're going to continue. Well, I don't want to continue that. I want to load the game here. So this is the quickest way to do it. Just load. Go back to attack phase and switch out your attackers. So, all right, everybody, everybody on Twitch, I'll see you in about 10 seconds. And on YouTube, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming by, YouTube guys and gals. I'll see you later.